Auburn Blitz is now on the air, your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Hello again, everyone, and good Thursday afternoon. Welcome into this, the latest edition of the Auburn Blitz. I am Andy Graham alongside Jim Hardy. Will be with you for the next hour, taking your comments, taking your phone calls, talking about everything going on in the world of Auburn athletics. Auburn gets a hard-fought victory over the Arkansas Razorbacks last night, 67-60. We'll talk about that game, break down those numbers a little bit, look at some of the things that Bruce Pearl had to say. The softball program will have a tournament this weekend, kind of hoping to continue that hot start of 11-0 this weekend. And baseball had a game last night, the Auburn Tigers victory over North Alabama. 6-1 or 6-2. We'll talk about that and look at that. They've got an upcoming series this weekend with Wright State as well, and then they'll hit the road and go out to Arlington, Texas next weekend. Perhaps we may have a little bit of extra noise. I don't know if that's going to come through, but we got some roofing going on at the studio. I had a little storm come through, and perhaps we won't have a pond in here when we have a very good rain. So
this is just our building onto our new performance facility.
That's right. That? Just FYI. I don't know. Again, I don't know if it's if it's going to be a problem. But if you hear a little banging around, nobody's breaking into the joint. We're just having a little construction.
A little progress.
That's right, a little progress. That's like what we like to say. All right, so Arkansas and Auburn last night. Let's kick things off with that. I wondered, how Auburn, well, both really, Auburn and Alabama had this, monumental matchup in Tuscaloosa last week. It was 1 versus 2, and such a huge game. And, basketball, yeah, it's different than football, but still, you have a game of that magnitude, and you put that much energy into it, you wonder how both teams are going to respond to it. Alabama goes on the road. They're down, I think at one time it was like 24-7.
Yeah.
And they come out of the gate sluggish. So, well, I wondered how Auburn, the winner of that game, would play. They came out of the gate and they weren't. Bruce mentioned the lack of energy. It seemed like they were a little bit lethargic, and that was really, honestly, to be expected. But I think that I saw that the lead changed, I think, 14 times during this game. It went back and forth pretty much throughout. Neither team shot the ball. Thank goodness Arkansas did not shoot the ball well. I thought Auburn shot the ball bad. Arkansas shot the ball worse.
Thank goodness for their front court. Their center couldn't throw a basketball in the ocean. There was nobody, if I saw the statistics right, not a single person down low for them had a point. It was all people that were driving, going inside, that were making layups.
Yeah.
If you hold a guy, because I think that I can't even begin to pronounce his name that was playing for him.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
He was averaging like 17, 18 a game and had a 0.
Could not make a bucket.
Right. That's
Thank
pretty
goodness.
Stout. Yeah.
He's 7'2". He's out there shooting threes.
Now, I'm going to give a man all the credit in the world. He sucked up a lot of rebounds.
Yeah.
Offensively and some defensively, but he gave me a thing to look forward at going to, like you always want to look for. I think like a prognosis of what Auburn could get into. If we face somebody in the tournament that's got a big 7-foot center, how would we handle it? Are we going to try to make our life outside like we did and shoot 25 threes and only make 4 or 5 of them?
Yeah.
It could be a long day for Auburn. I mean,
Yeah.
Arkansas to me exposed some things that were already there, but they brought it more to light. Alabama exposed something a few days ago that I was going to say something about too as well. Did it not look like to you that Arkansas copied Alabama and spread the floor a lot with us, and they would allow a lot of drives one-on-one going down the lane? That one-on-one has got us in trouble a bunch. Like when they pull our defense out of the center, it hurts.
Arkansas did a great job of screening the drives.
Yeah.
The guys down low, that they weren't scoring, but they were creating open lanes for guys to blow past, and
Right.
they did a good job of that. And that part of that's Calipari,
Sure.
and his scheme and his coaching, and they when he was at Kentucky, they gave Auburn fits.
It's funny that you brought that up. Coaching, of how many years he's been in it. I watched last night, and they brought it up 2 plays into it, and it happened all night. Every single time that the man called a timeout down there on their offensive thing and he drew up a play, they scored off of it every time coming out of a break.
Yeah.
That's coaching.
Oh, yeah.
Every time.
There's no question.
That's what I love, watching the game for the X's and O's and try to figure out, okay, what is Arkansas doing different? What is Auburn doing to adjust? And there were some things Auburn didn't have an answer for that big, like you said, laying a screen, that big 7'2" center laying a screen. You couldn't get around him. It was like running through a wall.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm telling you, they exposed some things on Auburn. The good thing for Auburn is there's not a lot of teams that can do that to them because they don't have a 7-foot center that can do it.
Well, most of the time your 7'2" guys are not going to be out shooting that many threes either.
Right.
So, you're going to have that. The reason, that lane is more open than usual is because John I. Broom's got to respect the fact that he's got to shoot he's going to shoot that many, and he's outside. It's
Correct.
pulling him out of the lane.
Correct. Now,
or it's pulling Dylan Carter.
So now if you're the
room.
coach and you're strategically doing that, you're pulling Broom out. Obviously, it looked like he felt like he had a good matchup, say his guard versus a Denver Jones or his guard versus Miles Kelly. They were getting matchups they wanted and then taking it to the lane and drawing some fouls. Their key, and he brought it up even in his press conference, their key they missed out on is early in the game they couldn't throw it in the ocean on a free throw.
Oh, no.
And that killed them.
Yeah, I mean, it was 7 of 14. They were only 50% from the free throw line.
Yeah.
3 of 19 from beyond the arc, 15.8%.
I just really believe you saw the game plan to beat Auburn. They just couldn't do it.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, making shots some way or another.
Right.
Florida shot it from the outside and killed Auburn because they were super hot. And Arkansas got the shots they wanted, 40 points in the paint, and got the shots they wanted. They just wished they had made a few more threes, and if they had, they'd have probably beaten Auburn. But the rebounding was really the story of the game. Auburn just killed them on the boards, 42-29.
Oh, wow, yeah.
And 13 offensive rebounds for Auburn for only 4 for Arkansas. So that was a huge difference in the game. That gave Auburn an opportunity to get some more 16 second chance points to Arkansas's 3 second chance points. That is the story.
That is a big story of the game. And that too should show us even more, like what you and I have been talking about since the beginning of the year. This team is so deep on the ways that we can play a ball game. Even if you got somebody that's 7 foot and clogging up that lane on us, or even if you make us miss, we got other ways that we just overcome it. We haven't played in a close game yet this year that we've lost. We've won every close game. Yeah. It just tells you that they got a chance to make a run in March.
Oh, number 1 team in the country. I hope we got a chance. More than a chance. I hope we're
I'm just saying, like what everybody is, in an Alabama, for instance, everybody hooked their wagon to them. Well, I went back and looked at it the other day. Last year, did you know it was like the last 3 out of 5 or 3 out of 4 ball games they lost before they went in and made that Final Four run? They are built on scoring like you saw last night. They don't play a lot of defense.
Oh, yeah.
Auburn does it both. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, we don't have if we have a Yale situation this year, I think Auburn overcomes it. Last year, they couldn't overcome it.
Well, I would love to see us get out of a game without CBM getting a technical.
Oh, gosh.
That'd be nice.
Well, you give me your thoughts, because I know what went through my head when that idiot did that in front of their – I shouldn't call him an idiot, but it just was what it was. Why do you do that in front of their bench? Showboating?
I don't think – for whatever reason, that switch in his brain does not have an off switch. He cannot help himself. I mean, he's going –
Immediately, Broom went to him and was like,
"Yeah,
don't do this.
Don't do that."
Right.
You know, so that's who he is, and that he came down. This is who he is. He comes down. Forget that. That's just part of it. He's liable to get something like that once a game. But he came down, made a lazy pass late in the game.
Big time. Picked
off, run back for a layup. He got the ball the next time down and said, I'm going to make up for this. Went to the basket, made a ridiculous, drive to the basket and made it when we needed it. Or he'll come down and hit a big three. That's who he is, too.
I tell you, and the other part that we need to speak about on him, too, is his free throws.
Oh,
he is ice cold on free throws.
Money.
Yeah.
All right, we're up against our first break here, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more of the Auburn Blitz right after this.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at BamaSheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes. They're installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
Discover great deals on Kawasaki motorcycles, watercraft, side-by-sides, and more. Save big on championship-proving KX motorcycles. Get a great deal on iconic Kawasaki jet ski personal watercraft, or take advantage of big adventure for less with savings on our rugged Terex side-by-sides. There's no better time to save on our exciting lineup of Kawasaki vehicles. Visit Adams Motorsports on the Boulevard today, or see all the Kawasaki products at adamsmotorsports.com, where your pleasure is our business.
Here we go again, hammering down high prices at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika. New GMC Sierra 4x4 crew cabs discounted up to $14,000 off. GMC Terrain with a roomy cabin and pro safety discounted up to $7,500 off. Enjoy the new year with no payments until summertime. Choose from over 500 new and used vehicles on the lot or on the way. GlennSmith.com. Get ready to smile.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Jim here with you, taking you up to 1 o'clock. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. We are brought to you each and every day by J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation. No job is too big, no job's too small, commercial or residential. Give them a call today for all your needs. Russell Dewitt Center. They got 9 locations around central Alabama. For all your building supply, home decor, tools, whatever it might be, go and check out Russell Dewitt Center today. And finally, Sensa Green. Boy, it is cold outside today. Heating, cooling, and insulation. Certainly, you could use some heat today, I'm sure. Sensa Green for air that's fresh and clean. Give them a call, 334-487-3555. Yeah, we were talking about the Auburn-Arkansas game. Mentioned Alabama. You know, Alabama falls on the road to Missouri. I knew that was going to be a tough game. Missouri's a really good team. Auburn caught them at a good time. First game of the year. And really, pounded them pretty good. But you could tell they were a very good team, and they've gotten better and better as the year's gone on. They didn't win a game last year, Jim, in the conference.
That's pretty tough.
And now, they're a formidable opponent. You talk about a team that could make a run in March. Missouri could make a run. 110-98 over Alabama last night. And you mentioned, look, Alabama's got probably the toughest stretch to end the regular season here as anybody in the country. This is probably not their last loss.
No. I don't see how you could with just as sure when we, opened up the show, you were talking about the emotion of having to play back-to-back big games. Well, that's all they've got left. Yeah. Every team they play is ranked teams. You can't – there's such thing as you can't get up every night for every game. Like, it just doesn't work that way.
Especially on the road, it's going to be really tough. Kentucky hammers Vandy last night, 82-61. I was expecting that game to be a little bit more competitive than it was, but
I think you're at the talking about the emotions of playing sports. I think you're at the time of year, too, though, these teams know what they're facing, and when they get down, say if Vandy got down by 10 or 12, they may have kind of just give up. They may not have fought as hard back.
That may be true.
These teams don't want to put in that extra effort going down the stretch because what do they got to play for kind of thing.
Well, it's the one. I mean, Vandy's trying to play their way in.
Yeah, Vandy and Arkansas, I think, are on the edge, one way or the other.
No question. Auburn's got Georgia coming up this weekend in Neville. Again, this is kind of a 3-game stretch here. Arkansas, Georgia, and Ole Miss, getting them at home. You got to take advantage of that because Auburn's stretch not that easy to end as well. At Kentucky, at Texas A&M, and Alabama at home. All three of those games will be very, very competitive, I would imagine. So take care of your business at home. Take care of Georgia. Georgia's kind of faltered here as of late.
Wasn't it early in the season? I say early, midway in the season, we played them to a 2-3 point game, wasn't it?
Yes.
Georgia? Yeah.
Yeah. Went to Georgia, yeah. It was in that stretch where Janai Broome had just turned the ankle, I think.
Yeah.
And
we played them without him, that's what you're saying.
I think he came in. I think he actually played in that one. But he was, he's certainly was not 100%.
I was peeking back at their schedule coming into there where we were talking about us playing them. We beat them. They had just come off of a loss to Tennessee. They lost to us. They lost to Arkansas. They lost to Florida. They lost to Alabama. They won LSU. Then they turned around and lost to Mississippi State, lost to A&M, and lost to Missouri. It's like their season fell apart right there.
Yeah. They've struggled since. Yeah. For sure. But
every ranked team that they've played since they played us, they've lost all of them.
They've got some good, that Sewell or Newell's, he's a really good player. Mm-hmm. But so that'll
and then you got an outlier in their schedule there. Right before they played us, they beat Kentucky by almost 15.
That's the SEC this year.
Yeah.
Anybody can beat anybody on a given night.
That's pretty good. But yeah, I mean, we definitely can't expect them just to roll in here and lay down, but I do believe just going off of athletics in general, they've been down, like you saw that stretch, so many losses in a row. If they get down early, I think you see a blowout. If we could get, like last night could have propelled that way, but we didn't get off to the start we normally get off to.
Yeah.
If you take on Arkansas last night and you're up 10 before Arkansas can blink, I think we beat them by 20. But since they let them hang around, it's Calipari used the expression in his post-game press conference too, we don't know how to finish a game. Auburn can finish.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, they had so many easy baskets. That's how they kept staying in the game. I mean, Auburn couldn't. You felt like if Auburn ever got up with and could stretch that lead to about 10, they just kind of cruise
go away. Well,
they just could never do that.
That's what it ran into last night. Like you said, it was the 8, 9, 6, 8, 9. It was always that number never got to 10. No. It just kept hanging around.
Hopefully that will, we'll figure that out. And
you definitely want to use, to me, because Georgia being on the down that they are right now, whatever that was we went through last night, a lull in shooting, you want to work your way through that in the Georgia game. So by the time these ranked teams show up, your Ole Miss, your Kentucky, A&M, your shooting's back on.
That's what I was going to say. This was certainly, if we continue to shoot 4 of 24, we're going to struggle throughout the rest of the year.
Yeah.
But hopefully that was just an outlier, and that's an outlier looking back on what's been taking place. So that we'll just kind of chalk this one up to a little bit of a hangover to the Alabama game. Let's collect our thoughts and kind of just blow it off. It was what it was. Put it in the garbage can, move on.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take another break here on the Auburn Blitz, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
For air that's cool and clean, call Senza Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Senza Green.
Turn to the experts at Senza Green and find out how to get up to $1,000 in Carrier Cool Cash rebates. Visit sensagreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Senza Green.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply is your headquarters for all the brands contractors know best. We are your local home improvement store with 9 convenient locations throughout Central Alabama. We have a huge selection of Weber and Traeger, Pelican coolers, Milwaukee and DeWalt tools, and other top brands. No matter the project, we have you covered with our high-quality lumber and building supplies. From do-it-yourselfers to seasoned pros, Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply has what you need to get the job done.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
Passion, the obsession that burns within. Determination, the burning desire to make it. Drive, the motivation to be the absolute best. Skills, the tools to perform at the highest level. Excellence, the feeling of achievement. At Central Alabama Community College, you can release your passion, show your determination, display your drive, and showcase your skills to achieve excellence. Central Alabama Community College, central to you, central to your success.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
J.A. Smith Construction, licensed general contractor and your trusted choice for land clearing and grading, site work, underground utilities, concrete paving, and material hauling. They also do storm drain installations, fish ponds, and slough dredging. Call Alexander at 256-896-1400 or email asmith@jasmithconstruct.com. No job is too big or too small for J.A. Smith Construction, the top choice for all of your land service needs.
Chick-fil-A is always the best option when you're on the go, but they are also great when it comes to planning your next event, from tailgating to birthday parties to weddings. Call Chick-fil-A Alexander City at 256-289-7955 for catering, or order on the Chick-fil-A app. Make sure to choose the Alexander City location and have your catering order ready to go. Nugget trays, mac and cheese trays, fruit trays, cookie trays, gallons of our famous lemonade or tea, and chilled grilled chicken sub sandwiches, and a lot more options. Make it Chick-fil-A Alexander City for your next event.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Jim here with you. Only a couple of more segments, a few more segments left in today's show. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. Go and check out our social media. You can check us out on Facebook, the Auburn Blitz Facebook page, or on our YouTube page. Go and subscribe to those and click the notification bell. We would really appreciate it, trying to build that up more and more each and every day. Love for all of you that join us here on your Spectrum cable dial as well each and every day, Monday through Friday, 12 to 1. We'd appreciate, just give us a call. Let us know what's on your mind, 256-234-6221. like to remind you about Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Don't forget, the Auburn Blitz will be live at Pepper Tree tomorrow. So come and join us. Come and meet us. Brett and Randy will be out there in Auburn. You heading to Auburn, you're going to get you another steak.
I believe it's too cold for me to be making the trip tomorrow.
A little too cold.
And then I was tuning in to the podcast this morning. I think it was Brett and Paige was going to be there tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So.
And then there also had 2 coaches that would be on as well.
Yeah. So, it's a crowd of.
But it's a great place if you want. Actually got tables and chairs in there. You could sit in and eat and watch them do the show live.
Sure. So come and be a part of it. Get you some great food. At Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine, they have daily lunch specials, of course. So we say every day, go and check those out. Check out their website, steaksandwine.com. That's just a letter N, steaksandwine.com.
No, I do take that back. If you wanted me to get you Conecuh burgers, I'd drive down there and get them. So.
I appreciate it. Yeah. Conecuh, speaking of that, Conecuh burgers, steaks, ribs, whatever it might be, they got some tremendous food there, a tremendous selection of wines as well. Go and check out 2 locations, Montgomery and Auburn on East Glen. Again, Auburn Blitz in our own location at Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine in Auburn tomorrow from 12 to 1. Come and have lunch with us. We appreciate you having lunch with us each and every day, but you can actually have lunch with us tomorrow.
Maybe we should do that one day. Have like me and you go on location to a big restaurant and let everybody just come eat with us, you know?
Why not?
That'd be pretty cool.
That's what you,
somewhere in Auburn. Eat a few wings and talk some ball.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
Quote of the night, Jim. Quote of the night. Bruce Pearl talking about John Calipari. Well, he's the only one in the Hall of Fame. So I don't know if there's another in the Hall of Fame, if there's another Hall of Fame coach talking about the SEC. But he's in the Hall of Fame. I'm on the wall of shame. So John Calipari's teams have always guarded my teams very well, and they did once again tonight. Bruce Pearl on the Hall of Shame in the NCAA. At least the man's got he's self-deprecating. He can joke about it.
If you can throw dirt, throw it on yourself.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I thought that was a pretty good one. But, he talked about, we only had 11 assists and 12 turnovers. That is so, that in itself is very atypical of this team. I think we average about 16 or 17 assists a game, and we averaged about 9 turnovers. So we were, we were sloppy. That's just really the best word I could say.
The most clear one is what you've already brought up is CBM being very lazy with the ball. He did that multiple times, that he would just one hand kind of pass out there, or not looking and watching what he's doing. Now on the reverse, Janiyah made some amazing assists at throwing it all the way across the lane to a three-pointer wide open in the corner. He was really servicing and kicking the ball where it needed to go.
Yeah, 3 turnovers for Baker Mazzara.
Yeah.
Last night. Again,
that's not his norm.
That's not the norm. But Miles Kelly had a couple of turnovers. Janai Broom had a couple of turnovers. Dylan Cardwell had a couple of turnovers, which that's out of character, and did not score in the game.
Yeah.
Your boy Chris Moore had 2 points.
I'm telling you, I shouldn't say it on TV, but I have reached my limit. There is a reason, and I told you this for the air. If they throw you, me and you, if they throw us the basketball and the other team don't get around us to guard us, there's a reason.
It's like nobody runs. Anybody else on the floor, if they're there with a wide open shot, if they get the ball, it's a mass rush to
cover.
Nobody even moves.
No.
They just look at him like, go ahead.
They've watched the scouting report that everybody's seen, and they go, you know what, buddy, take it. If you hit 1 out of 50, then hit it. I can't watch it anymore. I mean, it's just, and literally, even last night now, he gets very blessed to have one of them go in, and even that one, they change it from a 3 to a 2 later after he shot it. It don't even make any sense.
Yeah. I mean, Chris does a lot of good things.
Oh, yeah. No, he's a good
one. And I love him to death, but he is having a struggle putting the ball through the net.
That's correct.
It's.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think he does wonderful things on the defensive end. He's a hard worker. They've given him a lot of accolades for what he does outside of shooting, but his shooting, he just, for whatever reason, ain't there.
All right, we're going to take another break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after these messages.
This is Joseph Dean with Frederick Dean Funeral Home and Crematory. I am pleased to announce that Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation is now open to serve the public at our location on the corner of 49 North and 280 West in Dadeville. Please stop by and see lifelong resident of Dadeville, Molly Kaler, who will be running the office and meeting with families who want to plan ahead and pre-need their services. We are also available by phone 256-750-0381 or online at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
Bucks Island is your boating headquarters. Are you ready to hit the water and go boating this summer? Bucks Island has all kinds of boats, with one sure to fit exactly what you want. Fishing boats, sport boats, pontoon boats, and all with low monthly payments. Call 1-800-I'm-READY. Bucks Island Service Department experts are also here for you to keep your boat in top running condition. Call 1-800-I'm-READY. Don't be left standing on the bank this summer. Visit online at bucksisland.com and don't buy a boat till you get a Bucks quote.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at bamasheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
What's the verdict?
Can't fix your heat pump. Need a new one.
Uh-oh. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin.
Call on Kevin Kill in Sunshine Heating and Air at 256-825-4849, Central Alabama's premier Daikin dealer.
So what's he thinking?
Oh, he's thinking Daikin.
Daikin, one of the top selling in the world.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Daikin. Comfort for life. EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area. Are you ready to showcase your skills and compete with the best in Alabama? The 42nd Alabama State Games are coming to Birmingham and Jefferson County from June 13th through the 15th, and it's your chance to be part of something incredible. Athletes from across the state will compete in sports ranging from archery to wrestling. Those participating in the opening ceremony are eligible for academic scholarships ranging from $500 to $5,000. Mark your calendar. Registration opens March 1st. Visit allagames.com.
When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further than Sons Automotive Group of Montgomery and Auburn. Sons of Montgomery offers the best selection of Kias, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Conveniently located on Eastern Boulevard, Sons Ford of Auburn is the region's Ford volume dealer. And when you shop at any Sons location, they will maximize all incentives and financing options for anyone's credit. Whether Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Montgomery, or Ford in Auburn, Sons Automotive treats you like family because they are family driven.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz on this Thursday afternoon. Andy and Jim with you. Just a couple of more segments left in today's show. Auburn softball having a tournament again in Auburn, or I take that back, in Huntsville coming up. Now, Huntsville just got some snow.
Yes.
Did you see that? So a little bit of a change, I don't think, in the schedule, or I don't think the James Madison game got canceled on Friday. So a little bit of a change. I'll talk about that in just a minute. But players of the week, Isis Tresvik, she had 6 hits, 3 home runs, and a double, scored 7 runs and drove in 8 in this tournament this past week. So having a pretty good week there. Isis, kind of the player of the week. This S.J. Gurin, the transfer from Oklahoma, I think she established herself as certainly Auburn's ace. They played 6 games. She got the win in 4 and had a save in the other 2. So
that's pretty important arm.
Yeah, I would say so. 22 innings, 22 and 2/3 innings. Only gave up 2 earned runs and 20 hits. Let's see, on 20 hits to improve her season to 6-0. So she's only given up 20 hits in 22 innings.
Goodness,
that's pretty good.
You know, with all their success, they have now run up into the college rankings.
Do what now?
They are sitting at number 18 in the nation.
I would have hoped so.
Yeah,
at 11-0.
Yep. So just looking them up, they were number 17 in the nation.
So again, snow on the ground in Huntsville, and frigid temperatures, as Jim just read off to me over the break this weekend. But not. I mean, what Saturday you said 59?
Yeah, that was Saturday. Yeah.
Okay, so.
And this tournament, you're saying this tournament is held in Huntsville?
Yes.
Yeah.
So the game against James Madison has actually been canceled. Auburn will open up Friday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon against Louisiana Tech. Certainly, you'd rather play in the sunshine than at night. But they'll play North Alabama on Saturday at 12:30, and Miami of Ohio at 12:30 at 3, and then Jacksonville on Sunday at 3. So those games not going to be televised unless you get that Flow Sports.
Yeah, now you're saying Saturday the high is 50 in Huntsville, so it'll be a little chilly playing some softball.
Yeah.
And then
and that's at the peak.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, you're in Huntsville. You're dealing with 14 in the morning there in Huntsville. Wow. Saturday morning will be 22. Sunday morning will be 24, and Monday morning in Huntsville will be 26. So I would imagine. I do a lot of outdoor hunting and fishing and stuff, and typically when you see a temperature that goes to the, say, 45, 50 during the day but comes back in the 20s at night, that wind's going to blow that cold north wind in there to help keep that temperature down.
Yeah.
So they're going to be dealing with some balls that depending on which way that wind's blowing, it may not blow out like they wanted. It may be blowing some stuff into their face. So you may be looking at some 1-2 games, 2-1s, 3-1s.
Right.
You know, some of that type stuff.
Well, either way, I wouldn't be wanting to deal with any of it, for sure. Auburn baseball gets the win last night against North Alabama. 2 true freshmen on the mound facing each other, and Andres Alvarez gets the better of it. He goes 5 innings, gives up 2 earned runs. So a lot of freshmen getting some playing time for this Auburn team earlier in the year, and that was really expected. I mean, it was a fantastic class coming in. Butch Thompson and his staff did a tremendous job. They expected them to have a role this year. So Griffin Graves, the sophomore, he gets actually the win last night. Only has to throw 1 inning, and then Parker Carlson, the senior, closes things out. Neither of those guys even gave up a hit after Alvarez. He only gave up 4, and again, two earned runs, but is not a factor in the decision. Auburn will take on Wright State this weekend. It's not going to be warm here in Auburn, or not going to be warm in Auburn for sure. Wright State, I think they have moved the games, though. 2:30 in the afternoon, 12 o'clock on Saturday, and 1 o'clock on Sunday. So you're playing at the heat of the day at least.
Yes.
No night games.
They'll be pushing more of that high 50s when they play.
No night games this weekend, so that's a good thing. All those games on the SEC Network Plus. And then they'll have Samford to be announced what time that game will be. And then they head out to Arlington next weekend, where they'll face Ohio State, Oregon State, and Baylor. So the competition's starting to get a little bit better as we move forward, and that's certainly to be expected as well. So early thoughts on this Auburn baseball team. I don't know if you probably hadn't seen very much, and not really enough to make a solid opinion, but
yeah, I just think in the early part, that's why these coaches play a lot of different teams before you get into conference. He needs to see who your Friday guy's going to be, who your Saturday's going to be, who develops as that closer. Maybe there's somebody during the midweek that gets pushed to the weekend rotation after seeing them so many times. I just think we're still in the gathering a resume right now for everybody and make sure he had some thoughts going into the season. This guy may be our Friday starter, and then there may be somebody different by the time we get to conference.
Yeah, you got to kind of figure out who's who and what's what. But I like the infield.
Oh yeah,
certainly. Ike Irish is continuing to be. He's continuing to be the guy that we all know that he is. And now a junior, but the pitching is what you're trying to really kind of work out.
That's really what hurt us last year. It's truly in the SEC. You got to have dominant pitching, or you're going to get into these 10-run ball games that it could be 10-15, 12-15. You don't want to get in those games.
No, not very often. And take care of business in the midweek.
Yes.
That can certainly help you or can hurt you when it comes to trying to make the tournament. All right, don't go anywhere. One final segment is on the way right after this.
J.A. Smith Construction, licensed general contractor and your trusted choice for land clearing and grading, site work, underground utilities, concrete paving, and material hauling. They also do storm drain installations, fish ponds, and slough dredging. Call Alexander at 256-896-1400 or email asmith@jasmithconstruct.com. No job is too big or too small for J.A. Smith Construction, the top choice for all of your land service needs.
For air that's cool and clean, call Sense Green. For air that's cool and clean, we care
Turn to the experts at Sensagreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carry or cool cash rebates. Visit Sensagreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe. Call Sensagreen.
Sign Source is your local vendor for commercial and residential sign manufacturing and installation. We offer all kinds of lighted and non-lighted signage, from retail signs, LED message centers, event banners, vehicle wraps, the whole spectrum. We also offer service and repair on existing signs, as well as retrofitting to LED or installation of outsourced signage. We have the knowledge necessary to fulfill all of your signage needs in the short or long term. Visit signsourcenow.com to get started.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama. Folks around these parts have known for a long time that Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is your #1 stop for automotive service and repair. At Walls Tire, you'll always find quality service at a fair price on everything from AC, name brand tires, big or small repairs, routine maintenance, towing, and more. When your car or truck needs to run right, there's one place in the area to go, conveniently located and easy to find. Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
Passion, the obsession that burns within. Determination, the burning desire to make it. Drive, the motivation to be the absolute best. Skills, the tools to perform at the highest level. Excellence, the feeling of achievement. At Central Alabama Community College, you can release your passion, show your determination, display your drive, and showcase your skills to achieve excellence. Central Alabama Community College, central to you, central to your success.
Are you ready to showcase your skills and compete with the best in Alabama? The 42nd Alabama State Games are coming to Birmingham and Jefferson County from June 13th through the 15th, and it's your chance to be part of something incredible. Athletes from across the state will compete in sports ranging from archery to wrestling. Those participating in the opening ceremony are eligible for academic scholarships ranging from $500 to $5,000. Mark your calendar. Registration opens March 1st. Visit allagames.com.
Welcome back, everyone, to the final segment of the Auburn Blitz on this Thursday afternoon. Again, don't forget, Auburn Blitz will be on location at Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine tomorrow. So be sure to join Brett and the crew as they will be there. Go and have lunch with us, and you won't be disappointed. If you're disappointed in the show, you won't be disappointed in the food, for sure.
There ain't no doubt.
I can't vouch for Brett. I mean, you never know. He's a volatile guy. But no, I'm kidding. You'll enjoy all that. Come out and meet them. They'll be glad to host you and love to meet you as well. All right, Jim, it is February the 20th. February the 20th. On this day, happy birthday to Sidney Poitier. They call me Mr. Tibbs from Into the Heat of the Night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very. Born on this day, 1927. Passed on in 2022. Amanda Blake, were you a Gunsmoke fan?
I watched it, but not.
Miss Kitty.
Yeah.
Yeah. 1929. Bobby Unser, one of the great Formula One drivers, won the Indianapolis 500, I think, 3 times, I think. 1934 he was born. Larry Hovis, born on this day, 1936. He was you a Gomer Pyle fan.
Oh, yeah. Love Gomer.
Sergeant Carter. Sergeant Carter. Larry Hovis. Phil Esposito, Hall of Famer. Center, whatever, in hockey, Phil Esposito. He was a Hall of Famer player. He went on to be a coach, a GM, and a broadcaster. So a man of many parts. Phil Esposito. John Giles, also known as Jay Giles, for the Jay Giles Band.
Mm-hmm.
My blood runs cold. My memory has just been sold. My baby is a centerfold. Very famous 80s, one of the great 80s songs. Sir Charles Barkley, born on this day.
Self-proclaimed second best athlete at Auburn University.
There you go. 1963. Charles is 62 years old.
He's starting to show it when you see the NBA broadcast and he's on there talking, and you can definitely see the age in him.
He said this is going to be his last year, didn't he? Or
I thought that's what he was saying.
He said that several times, though. Maybe.
Well,
we'll see.
When they keep up in contracts, it's hard to turn them down.
Yeah, that is true. Cindy Crawford, born on this day, 1966. My goodness. Still getting it done.
You think so?
Yeah.
I hadn't seen her lately. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, she still looks like she could pass for 35.
Really?
Yeah.
My goodness.
Well, I say that. She could pass for 40. Let's say that. It would have been Kurt Cobain's birthday today. Died in 1994, but born on this day, 1967. Kurt Cobain, lead singer of course, Nirvana. Bubba wants to know, when you and Jim do a show on location, is Jim picking up the lunch tab? Of course.
Of course. I always, if he wants Conecuh burgers, that's what the Star Indy gets.
Yeah, you're right. They're quite delicious, I must say.
I tell you, Bubba, if you want to throw the plug in there, put it on Brett and Randy, especially. Let them know that we'd love to go down there and do a on remote and eat some Conecuh burgers on there.
That's right. They won't let us out of the studio.
Sometimes you have talent you have to bottle up. You can't let it out into the public, so they kind of keep us in the performance center over here.
That's true. Down at the home base. Levon Hernandez, former pitcher at I remember him from the Marlins. Of course, very famously pitched against the Braves in a playoff game, and the plate was about twice as big as it is. He got calls that have still boggled the mind.
You see now there's technology they're working on that they're going to eliminate the umpires and start trying to let it call balls and strikes. I saw there were going to be
quite a few in spring.
Yeah.
Electronic umpires.
Yeah.
Are calling balls and strikes. And they're maybe going to experiment with something about maybe replay calling balls and strikes. So I don't know. We'll see. Stephon Marbury played at Georgia Tech. Justin Verlander, going to be a Hall of Famer.
Oh yeah.
Probably the best pitcher of his generation, born on this day, 1983. And Rihanna, lovely. Rihanna, born on this day, 1988. Born in the 80s, my goodness.
Good decade to be born in.
Yeah, that's true. All right, that's going to wrap it up for us. Thank you so much. For all of you out there being with us, he is Jim. I'm Andy. So long for now, everybody. We'll talk again soon.